This is by far the most seen beast in Fallout 76 so far. It in fact also appears to be some giant, white, and aggressive decapitated monster who doesn't take too kindly to us vault dwellers. This, of course, is the Beast of Grafton. Yet another horrifying cryptid that West Virginia has to offer, and something the radiation didn't do any good for. The Beast of Grafton story isn't a widely known one like the Flatwoods Monster or the Mothman, but it's nowhere as underrated as the Snarly Owl's legacy. Something about its headless gargantuan body strikes fear into whoever would cross paths with it in the night. And that's exactly what happened to a man on a little trip back home in 1965. Let's talk about Robert Cockrell, young reporter of the Grafton Sentinel. He was leaving his late shift job at 11 p.m. and was driving at a mighty 50 miles per hour along the Tygart River at Riverside Drive. His report states that after circling around a curve in the road and heading on a straight for a while, he noticed something in the headlights that startled him beyond belief. Something he described as a huge white obstruction on the right side of the road standing between the road and the riverbank on the cleared off section of the grass. It was white with seal-like skin that covered its body, and a recurring feature was always its headlessness. A day after the incident, Cockrell went back to work and informed his editor about the incident from the night before. It bothered him, and he wanted to get to the bottom of it. On June 18th, a small story was published about the incident, and the public went mad. And if you can believe it, hundreds of teens and young adults went searching for the Grafton monster by the river with blunt weapons in hopes of taking it out. 20 of them actually came forth with supposed sightings and were interviewed by Cockrell, and most of them recounted it seemed almost like an escaped polar bear, which wouldn't make much sense in a place like West Virginia. After this, local, county, and state police searched the area for hard proof but came up with nothing. On June 19th, the Grafton Sentinel updated their story, saying it was nothing but spring fever, an overreaction. Over time, the flocking sightseers and tourists slowly dissipated from Grafton. Cockrell wasn't done, however. He didn't want to be seen as a crazy person or have this incident dispelled as a hoax. He knew what he saw. So he called Gray Barker, a UFO researcher who was willing to interview him about his sighting. Barker drove all the way to Grafton to have a sit-down with Cockrell, and the story was told again. Unfortunately, this was one of the stories that Gray Barker never published and was put only on a file. It wasn't until 1995 that Mark A. Hall would find the file. What he found was Cockrell telling Barker, "I know the road well, the night was clear. As I glanced up, my high beams picked up a huge white obstruction on the right side of the road standing between the road and the riverbank on the cleared-off section of the grass. After glimpsing the thing, I speeded up to get off the road as soon as possible. My impressions of the beast were, it was between 7 and 9 feet tall. It was approximately 4 feet wide and has seal-like skin, or covering, which had sheen to it. It had no discernible head and did not move as I passed by. Today, it still remains a mystery." So let's get this straight. The Beast of Grafton is going to be awaiting us outside of the vault. In what looks like another series of skill magazines, much like the astoundingly awesome Tales, we see on a bench, Tales from the Virginia Hills, The Beast of Grafton by Stephen H. Patterson. Besides this referencing the monster, it also looks like we'll be introduced to another series of magazine issues which include West Virginia's many cryptids. We've seen it on multiple occasions attacking us and other vault dwellers via the Bethesda trailers, and judging by the Vault-Tec film, they'll have no trouble taking out our settlements. And with an educated guess, the monster won't make a singular feature. In fact, we'll probably see it feature in variants, some bigger, some smaller, some weaker, some stronger. We even see a group of dwellers attacking a larger and possibly legendary Grafton monster with its health only depleting slowly. Chances are, residual radiation has made this beast much stronger than before, and could have even multiplied. But this is all speculation. We'll more than likely have to wait until Reclamation Day. Please stay in touch with me via my social media, and feel free to follow me via my recently started Twitch channel. Also, if you're a vault dweller yearning for the music of Fallout, download the A-Bomb Radio app or give it a search on TuneIn Radio. You won't regret it.